All right, we're in the bottom of the fifth inning at Rate Field on the south side. It is 3-0 in favor of the Chicago White Sox. The important game we're watching is the Rays and the Guardians. And we'll tell you that score in a minute as the first pitch to Andrew Benintendi is up and inside for ball one. Davis Martin has pitched 5 innings, and he is leading 3-0. 1-0 pitch, high and wide, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Two and 0 the count here in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch, high, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to Andrew Benintendi. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. 3-0 White Sox. They got all 3 in the first. And that's ball 4 as Benintendi draws a walk. So here is Braden Montgomery, who is 2 for 2 on the night, and he slashes one foul off to the left for strike one. On 1 the count. 3-0 White Sox here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Tang looks in and gets his sign. Now comes set. And the 0-1 to Braden. A slash foul to the left. And the count's now 0-2. Tigers beat the Royals 2-1 on our out-of-town scoreboard. The Rays lead the Guardians 6-1. They're in the bottom of the seventh in St. Pete. And that's a big one for the White Sox because they don't see Cleveland until August 7th, 8th, and 9th. They're in the top of the 10th in Pittsburgh, and the Cubs lead the Pirates 3-1. They were tied at 1 going into the 10th. The pitch on the way inside, and Montgomery had to play a little jump rope to get out of the way. Just doing a test run tonight, going to line everything up for tomorrow. Astros and White Sox in game 2 of this 3-game series, and then we'll have the finale on Sunday at 2:10 Eastern. 1-2 pitch outside, and the count's even 2-2. They're in the bottom of the seventh. We have an update. The Rays now lead the Guardians 7-1, and that's huge for the White Sox, who came into tonight's game with a 1.5 game lead in the American League Central Division. Padres and Marlins are tied at 2. They're in the top of the seventh in Miami. Next one, a swing and a drive into right center field, and that is down for a base hit. Benintendi makes the turn. He's headed to third. He'll get in standing up, and the White Sox are cooking with runners at the corners and nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. The Dodgers lead the Mets 4-1. They're in the top of the eighth. The Boston Red Sox are back to their winning ways again. Here is Tristan Peters. 0 for 1 on the night. The pitch to Tristan, swinging a miss on a fastball. And the count's 0-1. Runners at the corners, nobody out. A turn and throw to first, and Montgomery is chased back to the bag. Oh and 1 the count to Tristan Peters. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Infield double play depth. The pitch, low, and it gets away. Coming in is Benintendi. He'll score, and it's 4-0 as Brayton Montgomery makes a wide turn around second. Oops. You're not supposed to hear that. So now the White Sox are threatening to blow this thing open. And what I'm working to do is to put all of the pieces in place that we need. Wild pitch is the official score. The 1-1 to Tristan, a swing and a pop-up. Left side, Isaac Paredes in foul territory, makes the catch, first down of the 5th inning. So with a 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the White Sox now leading 4-0. Here is Chase Meindroth celebrating a birthday today. Tang's pitch inside, and it nearly hit him. But Meindroth got out of the way. Meindroth has been hit by a pitch. He drove in a run in the first, hitting at 277 at present. The 1-0 is low. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 the count, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. White Sox lead the Astros 4-0. The pitch is a strike with a sweeper, and the count's 2-1. Two balls, a strike to count. The pitch on the way. A swing and a high fly ball into left field. Going back at the track, at the wall, and off the wall. That'll bring in Brayton Montgomery. Meindroth is headed for second. He'll pull in there with a double, and the White Sox now lead 5-0. And Brayton Montgomery had to hustle to get around to score, because that ball was so high in the air, he had to wait to see if it was caught or not before he took off. That was a sweeper at 83, and Brayton Montgomery Chase Meindroth nearly rode it out of here. So the White Sox have 2 here in the 5th to add to their lead. It's 5-0, and Meindroth standing on second base with only 1 out. AB Media is with us. Here's the pitch to Drew Romo. It's a strike, and the count's 0-1. Romo 0 for 1 on the evening. I guess Bronx Sexuals will move to Philly now. Oh, we're gonna talk about that all next week. The 0-1 pitch, swinging a high fly ball into left field. Going out is Pena. Coming in as the left fielder. He makes the catch. 2 down in the 5th. So with 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning, we're back to the top of the order, and Sam Antonacci. Sam I.M. is 1 for 2. He singled, has been hit by a pitch. He has scored a run, and he has stolen a base. White Sox have had 4 batters hit tonight. The pitch. Tapper foul off a sweeper, and the count's 0-1. On 1 the count, bottom of the 5th, 2 down, 2 in for the White Sox. They lead 5-0. Tang looks at second at Meindroth, and the 0-1 is outside with a sweeper, 1 ball, 1 strike. White Sox got 3 in the first, and now they have added 2 here in the 5th. And again, this is a dress rehearsal that I'm doing for baseball for tomorrow with the full production. The 1-1, a swing and a slash foul to the left, and the count is 1-2. A ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Chase Meindroth stands at second base. 1-2 the count. 2 down in the fifth. The pitch on the way. A swing and a high fly ball into deep right field. Right fielder going back. That looking up and caught at the wall in center field. Not enough wind under it to get it out of here, but the White Sox get a pair on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're done with 5, and your score is the White Sox 5 and the Astros nothing. Back after this on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, Wize.
Are you in the life?
Davis Martin begins the 6th inning facing the big man, Yordan Alvarez, who was 0 for 2 on the night. The pitch, inside with a changeup, and the count's 1-0. Yordan Alvarez, the American League leader in home runs. The pitch, a swing and a smash, base hit in the right field. Cut off by Braden Montgomery, and Alvarez gets to first with a leadoff single. Yordan Alvarez is a big man and it can swing a big bat. So the Astros put the leadoff runner aboard here in the 6th. And here is Isaac Paredes, who takes a cutter upstairs for ball 1. Want to know the count? The pitch is low, 2-0 with a sinker. And Martin wants a new ball. Davis Martin in his 6th inning of work, looking for his 10th victory of the season. And the White Sox are looking to stretch their lead in the American League Central. Nobody expected the White Sox to do all of this. The pitch on the way, a swing and a pop-up. Behind the plate, Romo gives it a look, and he'll run out of room. For strike 1, it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Tampa Bay leads Cleveland 7-1 at the end of 7. The 2-1 pitch, a curveball upstairs, and the count's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch on the way, it hit him. Oh, man. If you have never played baseball, you know what it's like being hit by a pitch. Oh, did he foul it? Did he foul it? I think that just turned into a double play. If he fouled it, it looked like Paredes got hit by the pitch. The Astros may challenge this. Paredes is in awful pain. Let's see if they take a look at it. Because from what I saw, yep, they're going to take a look at it, and I think this call is going to get overturned. Now, the White Sox did the right thing because from initial sight, it looked like it hit Paredes. It did. It hit his right hand. It looked like it hit his right hand. And that's going to sting. So from the way old Snowman's looking, this is going to be 2 on with nobody out here in the 6th inning. And Davis Martin is in his first sign of trouble. And again, the White Sox did the right thing by playing it out. Yeah, call overturned. Good call. And the correct one. Because he definitely got hit on the hand. Rays are in control in St. Petersburg. They lead the Cleveland Guardians 7-1. Here is Jose Altuve at the plate, facing Davis Martin for the 3rd time tonight. Martin from the stretch, kicks and fires outside with a slider, ball 1. Altuve is 0 for 2, batting in the cleanup spot after many, many years, him being in the leadoff position. 14-year veteran is Altuve. And the 1-0 is a strike right down the middle with a sinker. And the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Oh, into left field for a base hit. Alvarez will make the turnaround third, and he will not come home. And the Astros now have the bases loaded with nobody out in the 6th. And this is the first big jam of the night for Davis Martin, who has thrown 85 pitches to date. And that may be it. Brian Hudson up and throwing for the White Sox. Bill Vold, the pitching coach, out to talk to Martin, who has been brilliant, but he has run into trouble here in the 6th inning with 2 hits and a hit batter. Here's the first pitch, and it's low to DeMonte Wade for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, a changeup inside, called a ball, and the White Sox are challenging that. I don't know. It missed. It did miss. So the White Sox will lose the challenge. And now Martin is really in trouble. 2-0 the count. Bases loaded, no outs to DeMonte Wade, former Giant. And the 2-0 pitch just swung on and grounded to right for a base hit. That'll get a pair home. In comes Alvarez. Stopping at third is Paredes. And the Astros are on the board 5-1. And that may be the last straw for Davis Martin. That just got past the reach of Chase Mydroff. And Martin will indeed come out. So here's the situation. The tying run will come to the plate for the Astros. And we got a pitching change. The break is 1:05. We'll tell you the new pitcher, which is the big left-hander, Brian Hudson, after this.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
If you're the kind of person that likes to drive a lot and your car is a little bit older and out of the normal warranty, keep listening. What's going on underneath the hood of your car?
Big lefty Brian Hudson now in. '45th appearance, 43 and a third innings pitch with a 2.08 ERA. And he's got a problem. The bases are loaded with nobody out in the top of the sixth. He'll face Christian Walker, and he delivers a pitch inside, ball one. 5-1 White Sox, 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors. For the White Sox, a run on 6 hits and 1 error for Houston, but they are potent offensively. White Sox bullpen, second in the American League in ERA. Here's a ground ball past third. That's down the line. This could clear the bases all the way into the corner. Alvarez is in. Altuve is in. Runner around third, headed for home. He scores. And all of a sudden, the Astros are within a run at 5-4. So those 4 runs belong to Davis Martin. Christian Walker clears the bases with a 3-run double. And still nobody out. It's 5-4. So now you can close the book on Davis Martin as he goes 5 innings plus, gives up 4 runs on 6 hits as Christian Vasquez just cleared the bases with a 3-run double with no outs in the 6th. And Brian Hudson now on to pitch for the White Sox. 20th double for Walker. And the first pitch is swung on and popped out of play for strike 1. No outs, top of the 6th, 5-4 White Sox, but the tying run now stands at second base. Brian Hudson from the stretch. And the pitch. Outside, 2-0. Lucas Spence at the plate, tying run in the form of Christian Walker at second. That's outside. It's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th, and the Astros have played at 4. Next one. grounded foul, and the count's even 2-2. Eighth inning in Tampa, the Rays lead the Guardians 7-1. I'm still so tempted to say, Cleveland Indians. Swing and a miss. Hudson gets a big strikeout. 1 out in the 6th. One down in the 6th, 4 runs in. And here is Cam Smith. And he takes a fastball inside for ball 1. Cam Smith 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fielder's choice, hitting 208 on the year. Had a hard time with Davis Martin. He does have 12 home runs. The 1-0. Swing and a miss on a fastball. And the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Davis Martin's final line, he goes 5 innings plus, gives up 4 runs on 6 hits. The 1-1. Fastball. I look at, well, it was inside. It's 2-1. Two one pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball. And the count's even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swinging a drive into deep left field. This is trouble. Back goes Antonacci at the wall, and this ball is gone. And the Astros, just like that, have taken the lead with a 6-run 6th inning. Cam Smith hits home run number 13. And all of a sudden, the Astros lead the White Sox 6-5. And all 6 have come here in the top of the 6th inning with only 1 out. The big hit of the inning, a 3-run double by Christian Walker, and the Astros are jumping up and down excited. He threw him a fastball right on the inside corner, and Cam Smith turned on it and knew what to do with it. Here's the first pitch to Christian Vasquez, a sweeper for a strike, and the count's 0-1. Ay, ay, ay. You knew they had the potential there. Swing and a miss, and the count's even 1-1. And you had Cam Smith down 2 strikes. Astros now with 8 hits in the ball game. 0-2 the count, with 1 out and 6 runs home for the Astros. The pitch on the way, swinging a pop-up into right field. Brayton Montgomery coming on, makes the one-handed catch. 2 down in the 6th. Astros 6, White Sox 5 here in the top of the 6th inning. What a turnaround for the Astros. They were down 5-0 coming into the 6th. They knocked Davis Martin out of the game, and now Davis Martin is on the hook for the loss. The pitch. Outside, ball 1 with a sweeper to leadoff hitter Jeremy Pena. He reached on an error and singled, hitting .302 on the year. Hudson from the stretch, and the pitch. Inside, 2-0. Beg your pardon. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 on the way. A fastball strike on the inside corner, 2-1. Full House said right field have seen the Astros take the lead. Next one, swing and a miss, and the count's even 2-2. There's still plenty of time for the White Sox to come back and get this one. We've seen them. These are comeback kids. They have come back before. Two and 2 to Jeremy Pena, former World Series MVP. The pitch on the way, low and inside with a sweeper. The count's full 3-2. Three and 2 the count. Hudson from the stretch. And the payoff pitch, a swing and a high chopper over Hudson's head. Montgomery gets to it, throws, and he didn't get him. It's all clicking for the Astros. An infield single for Jeremy Pena. And the hits keep on coming for the Houston Astros. Remember, this Astros team is the same team that won the World Series in 2022. They've had a lot of players exit the team, but this is a team that has been there before. The White Sox are just learning. So with Pena in first and 2 out, here's the man who started this whole thing in Yordan Alvarez. The big man singled earlier this inning. 10th man to come to the plate. Sir Anthony Dominguez now throwing for the White Sox. Scoreboard update coming up in the bottom of this inning. And we got some trivia coming up for you as well. Yordan Alvarez is 1 for 3. His hit came earlier this inning. 10th man of the plate. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 0-1 to Yordan Alvarez. 6 runs home for the Astros on 6 hits here in the 6th inning, beg your pardon. Alvarez hitting at .328. 34 homers. He's driven in 77. The 0-1 to Yordan. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. This is one of my favorite hitters right now, Yordan Alvarez. A power hitter that can hit for average. Reminds me of one of my favorites of all time, Mr. Frank Thomas. 1-1 to Yordan Alvarez. A toss to first, not in time. Pena gets back. At the end of the game tonight, we will select our SMSN player of the game. And Brian Hudson has sort of a sidearm delivery. And did they call a balk? They sure did. They called a balk. They absolutely called a balk. So now Pena stands at second base. And they're not going to take any chances. They'll give the intentional walk to Yordan Alvarez. So now 2 on, 2 out in the 6th. Will Venable's coming out, and we have another pitching change. It is falling apart for the White Sox here in the 6th inning. They led 5-0. They now trail 6-5 as Brian Hudson will now depart. We'll tell you the new pitcher after this.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
and Dustin Henry
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Six-five Astros here in the top of the sixth inning as the Astros will send their 11th batter to the plate. They've scored all six here in the sixth inning, and Sir Anthony Dominguez, formerly the closer for the White Sox, with a 4.50 ERA, is now in. The right-hander, the former Philly, will face Isaac Paredes, and the pitch, outside corner strike, and the count's 0-1, came at him with a sinker. Paredes was hit by a pitch, and the Astros are challenging if this is a strike or not. And indeed it is. This is the 11th batter this inning for the Houston Astros. Each team only has one ABS challenge remaining now. The 0-1, way inside with a sweeper. And the count's even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Red Sox lead the Blue Jays 4-3. They're in the bottom of the seventh inning in Beantown. Mariners and Rangers are even at 3. They're in the top of the fifth. The pitch, outside, 2-1. I'll give you the out-of-town scoreboard update in the seventh inning. As I said, this is a dress rehearsal to make sure we get everything lined up and perfect. Diamondbacks beat the Nationals 3-2. Here's the pitch. That's outside, and it's 3-1 to Isaac Paredes. Paredes is 0 for 3. He was also hit by a pitch. 3-1. And the pitch on the way is ball 4. That'll load him up again. Now the 12th man will come to the plate. This has been a long, long inning. And the 12th man is one of the most dangerous men in the lineup, and Jose Altuve. I don't think Dominguez will see the seventh inning. Dominguez kicks and fires. Swing and a miss on a sweeper, and the count's 0-1 to Jose Altuve. Altuve singled earlier this inning and scored on that 3-run double by Christian Walker, I beg your pardon. The 0-1 to Altuve, swinging a bouncer foul, third base side. And the count's 0-2. We got a final. Tampa Bay beats Cleveland 11-3. So now the White Sox, as of right now, are 2 games in front. Altuve does have 7 grand slams in his career. The pitch on the way is a sweeper that's upstairs, and the count's now 1-2. Next one, swinging a pop-up. Off to the right, Dominguez gives it a look. Romo gives it a look, and it's out of play. Next one, swinging a high chopper over the pitcher. This is trouble. Put it in your back pocket. That's a base hit. And another run scores, and the Astros now lead 7-5 as Altuve reaches on an infield single. As Miguel Vargas couldn't get to it. A sweeper that went down at 98, and that chopper was high. Pena scores. And now the 13th man in the inning will bat in the form of DeMonte Wade. He takes a fastball outside for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 down, 7 runs home for the Astros. The pitch, high 2-0 with a fastball. Two and 0 to Wade. 2 out, bases loaded. The pitch on the way is low, 3-0. And we may see another pitching change. Davis Martin started, went 5+, gave up 4 runs on 6 hits after the bases clearing double by Christian Walker. And it's been all downhill since. The pitch, inside ball 4, and a run is home. You got to go get Dominguez right now. 8-5 Astros, an 8-run inning as Alvarez scores. This is getting bad quick. Very, very quick. And now Trevor Richards is up and throwing for the White Sox. Should have had him up. The pitch, swing and a miss by Walker. And the count's 0-1. Most runs given up in an inning by the White Sox this year. A big, fat, crooked 8. And the bases are still loaded with 2 out in the 6th. Dominguez sets, kicks, and deals. Strike called right down the middle. The count's 0-2. Now blow another one right by him and let's go hit. Let's go erase this deficit, man. Walker 1 for 3, a 3-run double here in this inning. The 0-2 to Walker. Low, and it gets away. No runners are moving. And the count's now 1-2. 8 runs home for the Astros here in the 6th inning. And they lead the White Sox 8-5. Ryan McCarthy and Arku in the house. What's going on, my man? Thank you guys for joining this little dress rehearsal. 1-2 pitch, swing and a foul off the glove of Drew Romo. Count stays where it is at 1-2. Now I know I have a little work to do with the background, and what I'm going to do if things pan out the way I hope. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. The inning is over. Thank you, Lord. But the Astros send 14 to the plate and get 8 runs home. Bottom of the 6th inning, the White Sox with some work to do. Houston 8, White Sox 5. More after this on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, It's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast? No thanks, we're good. They're always in their own world. Once you get there, twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Changes for the Astros. Taylor Trammell is now in left field, and Bennett Souza, the lefty, on to pitch for the Astros, who lead 8-5. Munetaka Murakami takes a pitch outside for ball one. Murakami 0 for 2, walked in the first and scored. 1 ball, 1 strike to Murakami. 8-5 Astros here in the 6th inning. The pitch, a swing and a drive into right center field. Wade on the run, can't get it. It'll roll up against the wall. Cam Smith gets to it. Murakami headed to second. He's in with a stand-up double to lead off the 6th. And here come the White Sox. "95 miles an hour." And Murakami did not miss it. This White Sox team can rally and put up runs too. And they need to. 8th double this year for Munetaka Murakami. Here is El Tigre, Miguel Vargas, in the 3 spot. He takes one low for ball one, a slider. Vargas has walked twice. He's 0 for 1 on the night, hitting .244 at present moment. Bennett Souza looks at second. The kick and the pitch, a swing and a miss on a slider, and the count's even 1-1. What I'm also going to add to it is our update graphics. And I'm going to use the studio mode in OBS to make them all happen. So if I cut early tonight, I got to get up early in the morning. Here's a chopper foul by Vargas, and the count's 1-2. Rays win 11-3 over the Guardians. Cantillo the loss for the Cleveland Guardians. And Vargas says, I'm not ready yet. We're with you tomorrow at 7:10 for the first pitch and 6:30 for the pregame show. We have a lot to update you on. And we'll come on at the bottom of the hour at 6:30. That's Eastern time. The 1-2 from Souza on the way, swinging a pop-up. Cam Smith with a long way to go. Makes the one-handed catch. 1 down in the 6th. Murakami retreats. Back to second base. After the game, stay tuned for that SMSN post-game show as we wrap up tonight's White Sox game and get you ready for tomorrow night, which will be the second of 3 with these two teams. And then the White Sox will welcome the Yankees for 4 beginning Monday. The pitch, curveball inside, ball 1. Slider, I beg your pardon, inside for ball 1. Other scores, Tigers defeat the Royals 2-1. Colson Montgomery is 0 for 2. He's got a sac fly and an RBI back in the first. Yankees shut out the Phillies 1-0. The 1-0 to Colson. Strike call on the inside corner. The count's even 1-1. Diamondbacks beat the Nationals 3-2 in the nation's capital. Murakami off a second. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 1-2 to Colson Montgomery. Bennett Souza now on in the bottom of the 6th. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch, a swing and a bouncer toward the first base side. Gathered in by Christian Walker. He steps on the bag, retires Montgomery, and there's 2 down in the 6th. Two down, a runner at third in the form of Munetaka Murakami. And Randall Grichuk will now hit for the White Sox as a pinch hitter for Benintendi. We're in the 6th, 8-5 Astros. They got all 8 in the top of this inning in front of a full house. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider, and the count's 0-1. White Sox are in this game. They still have 3 at-bats left, but the bullpen has got to do the job going forward after that disastrous 8-run 6th inning. 0-1 the count. The pitch. A swing and a rope foul down the left field line. Counts 0-2 to Randall Grichuk. Infield back, normal depth. They give Grichuk the first base line to work with, as they do play him to pull on a modified shift. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Grichuk is gone. And that takes care of that. White Sox get a hit and nothing else. They're 6th of the ball game. We go to the 7th. Astros 8, White Sox 5. Back with more after this on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world. What'd you get there? Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.